Hi, my name is Pat, and I'm going to answer your question, how to sew on a shank button. As you could see, a shank button has a little loop on it. So, we need a needle and thread and scissors to accomplish this little task. Okay, we also need to mark our spot where we're going to sew the button on. And I'm going to teach you how to do this, sew this shank button on without making a knot. So we've got your needle threaded, and you use about 24 to 36 inches of thread. I'm going to use a different color so we can see what I'm doing here. Normally you would use one or the other, black or red color thread, but we're going to put it doubled through the hole, the shank. We're going to call it a shank. And put it through the loop and pull it tight. So now we have the thread secured on our button. This is our spot where we're going to sew this button on. I'm just going to make a little stitch here, pulling the button to the fabric. And now I'm going to make 3 small stitches right here underneath this shank. You can actually make it one swoop if you want to, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Put it through the fabric and then through the shank. And then you can do it all at one time once you get it down pat, but we're just going to do it separate today. Make your little stitch in your fabric. Don't matter which direction, just kind of close to underneath the button there. And then back through the shank, and then another stitch. And then through the shank. And then we're going to go around the button here 3 times. Around 1, 2, 3. Actually, at the bottom, if you can't get at the bottom, we're just going to cheat a little bit here and push it down here so that it's actually at the bottom of the button. And then we're going to go to the other side of the fabric, back side. And we're done, really. We just have to tie off now. So, to do this, we're going to make 3 little stitches back here. And I like to kind of do that a couple of times. Put a little extra little knot here. Just about done, so that didn't take very long. Shank buttons are nice when because you cannot see the threads after you sew them on, because they're hidden behind. Of course, if you're just replacing a shank, you'd want to go with the shank too. Now, normally I would use I guess I would use a red thread, wouldn't I? Because that's what color the fabric is. So, there you go. There's your shank button on the fabric. Check out my website at pabrewer.com by clicking the link below to see how I make money at home and can sew anytime I want to. Thanks for watching How to Sew a Shank Button.